Get him out like a rocket. Good boy. You doing all right? You got a ball I could throw for you? I'd do it. If you got a darn frisbee, you find it. I know I saw it over there. Hey, I seen it over there. If you go over there, it's over there. You left it over there. That way. It's over that way. He's looking at that new tree I put in the dirt. Look at him. This is what I come to talk about too. He's gonna piss on it. He thought about it. He's like, this is a new one, dog. He's like, it's got some shade underneath that. That was him checking out a new tree. He's like, I know this was not here the other day. You saw him? He's gonna piss on that one. You peeing on the tree, dog. He really is a dog. He's underneath that thing. He likes that tree. Like that tree, Rex? Let's go look at that tree. Look at it. Look at it. Look how bushy that sucker is. Look at it. It's a dense canopy. You think you could get underneath it? Could we set up camp under this one? Look under here, Rex. Look underneath it. Get under in here. Get underneath that canopy. Let's get some shade, man. What do you say? Lay on down under here. He tubing, man. He got cut. He got so pitted underneath that canopy. He came up under the soil lip and was like, ah, and then he leaned back. He's getting so pitted. We're just over here getting pitted underneath some Plinia canopies with my dog, man. He just got totally covered up. They did a follow-up video on that pitted guy, and he's got a kid and everything. The surfer dude. Rex, come here. Get under here. Under here. Good boy. Get in there. Right under. Get in there. Get under in there. Yeah, good boy. In there. Get in there. Get underneath in the tree. Right here. Lay down. Right there. Good boy. That's right. Get under the tree. It's a ritual. Good boy. He's scared to go under. Get under in there. That's the place to be. Get under. Come on, underneath. He wants to pee on that tree again. So anyway, the reason that I did this video was to tell you guys what's going to happen when there's all these new varieties. It's going to get confusing. Because, like, I got these hybrids that I'm pretty sure are hybrids of the Trunciflora and the red. And then some that are hybrids of the Trunciflora and the Sabara. And there already are some trees that are hybrids existing of the Trunciflora and the Sabra, like this one. So it gets real confusing. You're gonna have people that's gonna try to, you know, I mean, it's understandable to give something a name. For instance, if I'm at some guy's house and he has a tree I've never seen before in America, maybe it's already common in Brazil, but if we've never seen it here, I'm gonna give it some name locally. For instance, Novak's Trunciflora hybrid. This was, you know, at first we thought it was a Coronata. I had some professionals look at it with me years ago when I didn't know as much. We thought it was a Coronata because it really looks like a Coronata when you look at it. But when it finally fruited, we found out that it was a hybrid of the Trunciflora and Sabra, most likely. That's most likely. And that there already are these occurring, I think, in like Argentina, southern Brazil. They're already out there naturally occurring. It just wasn't described in literature. But you start to do some collecting, and I start to see some pictures on the internet. I've seen these out there. Seems like a lot of them in southern Brazil, definitely into Argentina, where these have real good cold tolerance. I'm sure they do. One time it got down to 25 degrees here. It was one of the coldest nights I've ever seen here. This had new growth on it, just like this, on a 25-degree night. There were lizards that were like frozen, and this didn't even wilt. So I just want you to realize that. This is definitely going to be able to take low temperatures. The Truncifloras in general can all take low temperature. And that's why a lot of the ones that really hate the heat can take a freeze, no problem, I notice. If the heat beats them up real bad, then they're like, all right, I can take the cold. But see, this is another hybrid, which looks like the Trunciflora and Sabera, maybe. Or the Trunciflora and the red. It's hard to say. It looks more like a Sabera and a Trunciflora, but I don't know until I see the fruit. But this one has got a really, really dense canopy. So these are ones that are unnamed. It's just ones that came up here. I like the way the trunk looks at the bottom. It's got that like standard, boom, lollipop shape. And then it's just a ball. You cannot see into that thing at all. That's a place for a bird to set up shop. I mean, if I was a bird, I would want to live somewhere in this mess here. Ah, man, I can't even get in here, but... And the canopy's thinned out. It's like pruned up pretty well. It looks like it could fruit in here. I see some bumps coming. It's always teased me pretending to fruit, but anyway, it gets real confusing. And then look, I got these white jabuticabas that I've had that are seedlings. And this one looks like trash. It always looks really bad. I planted it out hoping that it would take off one day. And it's just looked worse and worse. It's not dead yet though. Don't give up on it. Maybe one day it'll snap out of it. But this thing has just been white jabuticaba. And then you go and plant these seeds from these Phytranthas, and they all come up looking a little different. I'm about to start just selling Phytrantha seedlings as Phytrantha seedlings and just stop calling them Otto Anderson seedlings or ESALQ seedlings. Just be like, it's a Phytrantha. But I haven't got around to that. A nice Batanga tuba there. Coming up real nice. Yeah, I planted these Rosa de Pescocos, Pescos, or whatever you call it. And they all come up looking a little different. So who knows who's going to be the best one. What's up, Asher? This tree's leaning, man. It's leaning. I can't get it to straighten out, but it's just going to lean like that. I put this grate over it so the chickens won't tear it to pieces. It was an old air conditioner thing. I just cracked it, and it's got a lean to it. It's driving me nuts. It's like the ground is so soft, I can't get it to straighten out, man. Anyway, this is one that, who knows what the real name is, but it's unlike anything I've seen, and I got it from a collector named Carlos. It's not the Grimmel. They smell completely different. They grow completely different, but it looks a lot like the Grimmel. I haven't seen it fruit yet. I did see pictures of the fruit, and it didn't look fuzzy, which I was hoping the fruit was fuzzy, but from the pictures, it doesn't look fuzzy. I just named it Carlos because that's all I can do. There's no species. There's no one to ask what it is. So for now, we call it Carlos. But one day, maybe some guy will be like, oh, no, that is blah, 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 blah. This from my region. And then we'll say, okay, that's what it's called. But for now, you're going to have to call it Carlos because we don't know what it's called other than that. These are the ones I got. Carlos. And it's got a cool looking bark on it here if I can show it. It really does look a lot like the Grimmel. It does, but it's not. The bark is more of a reddish color, and it grows a lot slower than Grimmel. This was a lot harder to get established than a Grimmel was. These look like it could fruit. It really looks like it could fruit. Once you start to get them peeling, you start to see these little areas here. Anything's possible. I planted one out just to see how it does. I got 2 in pots. I planted one out to see how it does, and so far, so good. What a great content, sir. Thank you. Remember this Garcinia? Thanks, Rose. Remember this Garcinia I planted out? Well, I didn't water it in real good, and the chickens came and just destroyed the bottom of it. I think it'll be fine, but I probably should have watered it. Look, here's a dead pot. Something died in it. I can add some soil to that. Give the chickens something extra to chew on. Weeds down here. These are some Batanga tubas. I never water them. They just live here somehow. I don't know how they survive. Once they get past like a year old, you just put them in the shade and don't do anything for them. But these are some Pitanga tubas that just somehow they've chosen to live right there. And I never do nothing for them. I can't remember the last time I watered them. So right now I'm going through and recovering some of this dirt here that the chickens kicked out of the pot. Probably not even necessary. I just need to water. I just need to water. They'll come and kick this out again. Put down some bricks in there. I'd really like for this to set some fruit, and it's been flowering. Let's see if we can find any fruit set on this Myrciaria glomerata. I see flower, but do we have any fruit yet? Fruit set yet? It's been flowering for a couple years now, and any day I would imagine it should start to have fruit setting on it. It looks like it might be. I don't believe anyone's fruited this yet in the United States. I could be wrong. Maybe there is some guy that did, but looking for the fruits. A lot of flowers. Good amount of flowers. Good amount of flowers. I love the new growth on it. That red. We'll see how cold it can take. I just planted it here, but it's in a warm spot. I put it right underneath my Cambuca tree. It's like inside of the Cambuca tree. There's the Cambuca, which I probably should pull that back underneath. I like to, anyway, they live together. I planted them less than 6 feet apart. Mature, getting mature for me. And then it's right there. You see how close we pack these things in. Cocktail tree. You never noticed this, huh? That's a cocktail. One side is trunciflora and the other is red. And the red side is like small. They were grafted at the same time, same size scion. And look, one's outdone the other. And this has never flowered. This one's been fruiting for years. You see the flowers on that one. And then graft, that's the Sabra rootstock right there. There's a little Y. The Y used to be way up here, and as the tree got bigger, it migrates down to the soil. But I grafted it so I would get fruit on the rootstock, and I grafted it real high up, and it migrated towards the ground over the years. And I have to prune this back all the time. Look at these shoots it sends up. Real tall. Just look at it. Trunciflora and the red are not a good match if you're trying to make a cocktail tree. It's probably not the best match. One's gonna outgrow the other, as you can clearly see. As you can clearly see. I gotta find my doggy. Paluchis. Good amount of flowers on my Paluchis. There he is. There he is. I'm gonna let him inside the house. Look at all that woo coming out of that Myrciaria glomerata. I think I'm gonna repot this today. It's in this 15-gallon pot and it's just like kind of leaning. I think I'm gonna put this in a 25 and let it grow in a 25 for one more year. If that one I have planted in the ground over there next to the Cambuca does good, I'll just plant this one next to it somewhere. But I wanna keep one in the ground to see if it lives and then keep one in a pot as a backup. But I'm loving the way it looked. This was really hard to get started, but once it started getting going, it's gone. And it's taking off now. Got some flowers on this one too. Haven't got a fruit set yet on one of these, which is typical. I'm looking for any flowers or fruits. See flowers there. So yeah, that's the issue. Is there so many of these? Oh, look at the dragonflies caught. Can we release them? Can we get you out of here, buddy? Where'd you go? Come on, buddy. He's stuck in there. Maybe he's safe in there. Maybe he's a she. Anyway, what are you gonna do when you have all these Plinias that are seedlings that look different from a hybridization occurring? I'm so bad at the grafting. See that tree right there? That's a seedling that came out of a sabra, but it doesn't look like a sabra, right? I got all these seedlings. I gave some to Austin too. There's one there. Austin's got like 100 of them, and I've got like 100 of them. And there's seriously maybe like, seriously, I'm not even kidding, 100 new looking different trees. Like they're all different kind of looking the same, but it's like some new variety that's arising where I don't know. It's going to be difficult to give it. I'm not going to sit here and give a name to 50 different trees that all look a little different. You know what I mean? I'm just going to pick the best and the brightest and try to give them some kind of designation. Stop assuming the dragonfly's gender. I should go back and save that dragonfly because it's stuck in there. You imagine being a dragonfly? She's probably scared to death. Let's go back and save this dragonfly. I hear it buzzing in the corner. Come here, baby girl. I know it's a girl. I can just sense its energy. Come here, buddy. Here it comes. Here he comes. Here she comes. I love when people do assume genders of animals. Here she comes. She's very scared. Come here, baby. She's going everywhere. She's been trapped in here for so long. Come here, girl. She's real scared in the corner over there. I'm gonna have to go inside of this house. Hold on one second. She's been locked in this greenhouse for days now, and I'm just worried about her. The dragonfly whisperer. I think there's like several in here. Here she goes. Come here, come here. Do they bite? We're gonna find out. Look at her. Ah! Come here. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here, girl. Come here, little fella. My chickens would love to eat you. You ever seen a chicken eat a dragonfly? I can get you out of here. You just gotta have faith. If I wanted to kill you, I would have done it already. Get down low. It's down low. It's too much work to get these dragonflies out of here. I got these pots that I just redid. You see that seedling there? That's a seedling from a grimmel. I'm sorry, Sabra that was next to a grimmel. I don't know where it went. Maybe it got out. Nah, there it is. Almost out. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. You know this the way out, buddy. Yeah. It's gotta chill out so I can catch it. It's everywhere, man. Calma. Go down. Down, bro. Down, bro. I can't even walk through here. It's standing room only in this thing. All right, there you go. I've been able to pick them up like that before. I gotcha. looking at your private parts. Ah! I don't know why it was so disgusting. I couldn't handle looking at that thing. I know. Who's the next guy that showed you dragonfly private parts? I'm stuck on this net like a damn dragonfly now. I need to get out of here. This is one of these trees that had been, the roots got eaten up real bad, and I just put it in a new pot with some new soil. It's coming back. It's coming back real nice, but it doesn't have any roots right now. It's impressive, I'm telling you, dog. I got up in his groin for y'all, man. It's gonna have a lawsuit against me later on. I totally just exposed a dragonfly to y'all. But I saved his life. Biriba setting. I gotta put this in the greenhouse before it gets cold. The first night I hear it's getting into like the 50s. I'm sorry, there's some bugs on that one. Some bugs on it. Let's see if I can knock these little bugs on it, man. Probably fall off. About half of them seem to fall off anyway. Ants. I got some good fruit off of that this year. Who says this? My anomaly graft is pushing its first real leaf. That's good. That's real good. Waiting to see if these take. These are some interesting hybrids here. Let's see if I can push in. Look at the color of the ovary underneath. It's like a tan color. I've never seen that. And the shape is real odd. I'm hoping these set because I tried to cross-pollinate. But maybe it's just because they're going to fall off. But that color, it's swollen, it looks like, underneath. Yeah, the pom-pom. See the underside, how it's like a tan color? Usually it's not that color. Oh, wow, I didn't even notice these ones coming. Look underneath here. It's got a huge flower. Yeah, look at the color of the ovaries underneath. It's like a tannish color. I'm trying to hold my hand still and I'm shaking like I got whatever, but I can't hold still today. Because I'm holding it. I know my hands are fidgeting. How do you hold something still anymore? I think it's just because I'm so zoomed in. I didn't even notice those coming. Let's see if we see any ovaries on this. Any ovary color. It got some... It looks about the same color to me. Ah, I'm getting destroyed by mosquitoes. We'll see if we get... Ah, my phone. Hold on one second. No matter which way. Orientation. Now let's compare the ovaries to these. This is... See, look how much different these look. A greenish color. That's the Mosey's hybrid, which is, this is typical. That greenish, pale greenish yellow is normal. But that tan color is not typical. This could turn out to be something interesting, this tree here. I still haven't figured what it is. It's just a very strange tree. Looks like it's somewhere between the red and the Grimmel. That's what I'm guessing. We'll be able to tell once it fruits. I'll be able to tell. Because if it's Sabra, it's going to have those Sabra nuances. If it's Grimmel, it's going to have the Grimmel nuance. I never thought about it, but it is like orchid breeding. You see these people breeding orchids. That's the same thing like what I'm doing. But I'm pretty sure I'm kind of like a pioneer in this sport, buddy. I just started by accident. You start planting seeds and collecting things from everywhere, and you get as many precocious varieties as you can, as many of them flowering as you can, and then you get them in close proximity. Then you start planting all the seeds and categorizing them and sorting them. And then you got to learn how to smell them and crush them. I could write a book up on it. Probably just do an audio video on it though. It's really not hard though, is the funny part. It's not too hard. It's all really easy. And I'm surprised that, you know, no offense to you in Brazil, but what's up? Where was the breeding program? How come I hadn't heard of it? Or why didn't you tell me how to do some breeding on these? Is someone just keeping the knowledge for themselves? Yeah, what's up? You had this in your country, and this is you, not me. I'm getting just your crumbs that trickle over to me in America. Well, why wasn't there any good information written on the subject of breeding these? Well, why did I miss it, I guess? I haven't seen it. Maybe you've seen it, and I don't. Sarah, put a link in the comments to some abstract on the issue before 2007 when you know, I wouldn't say I was breeding them in 2007, but that's when I started to care. And then there's one right there that just came up by chance. And you want to tell me this is not something unique? I've tasted the fruit. I've tasted the fruit. Look at the leaf on it. Does that look like a red to you? Does it look like a Grimmel to you? No, it looks like right in between. This is something that is unique, that originates here. See that? That don't look right for anything you've ever seen. And a lot of this stuff that they're teaching you in the books, like, I don't know, man. Whatever. With plants and animals, I guess it's different because species can create viable offspring. But in my opinion, a lot of these things that they're calling separate species are not. It's all the same species, and you're just seeing varieties of it like a dog. Think about the Plinia, the Sabra is like the dog, and it's just like the wolf. And then all these are the poodles and the cockatiels and whatever the heck, you know what I mean? Labradoodles and pickle munchers or whatever the heck breeds they have now. But it's all just like a dog. They're trying to call them all separate species, but those are not separate species. They're creating viable offspring. It's so stupid. This one's got a real big leaf on it here. Nice sized leaf and real thick feeling. This is a Grimmel and Anomaly hybrid, I believe. That's what I tried to make. Pickle muncher puppies. I'll take a baker's dozen of them pickle munchers. I heard they're good at stopping rats. And then this is your Grimmel Anomaly hybrid as well. That's what I tried to make. It did. Sorry to hear that. 14's a good life though. I never get them that long. Rex heard that. He wanted to come say hey. PDM. Wonder how long those will take to fruit. They're really starting to peel. And there's where all that burnt leaf was. I had them in too much sun and the leaves got burnt up, but then you see good leaves come out. Yeah, plants and dogs are good. They're both edible, dude. Yeah, these are easy to grow. These are really strong, really easy to grow. You don't see a lot of tip burn. See? There ain't no tip burn at all on these, which means that they handle ooh, my fingers smell like someone took a dump on them. And this is that weird looking red Jabuticaba seedling. See that there? Look how kinky. I just put this into this pot right here. I haven't really watered it. I got a bad habit of doing that, but the leaf is just real funky. Bullate is what they call that. Puffy. It's like a real puffy leaf. And it's starting to sucker out there all over. Yeah, look at it suckering. I'm just gonna let it sucker. I usually would clip these off, but I'm just gonna let it have its fun. I'm gonna let it sucker. What are we forgetting to show you guys? This is a Phitrantha bronca. I'm probably going to plant this in the ground. I will plant this in the ground. I just don't, it's not going to change my life if it lives or dies. Nah, I don't have no problem with rust, really. Not really. It comes and goes, but it's just a cosmetic issue. This is a Phitrantha bronca. I'm going to plant that out somewhere today. Phitrantha bronca. I'm going to plant it out. I just don't know where. I got another one in a pot that's real big. And this is another Trunciflora hybrid, supposedly. Looks like. It's got a real funny shape. Weepy. It's always looking like it wants to flower, but it didn't do it yet. Interesting. I'm tempted to plant that out too. Look at that. He wants to go inside. He's butt healing. He chewed his butt off and it's coming back. Slowly, but I still see bald patches. You chewed your back off. That's my laundry pile. I thought it was my cat. I used to have moss growing all in there. It looks like it's died. Bonsai tree. Hey, look, it's all the eBay plants. Oh, Rose, I gotta ship yours. Got some new growth coming on yours. It's all the eBay, dog. Yeah, it smells like there's feces on my hand that made it to my nose. I gotta go inside and wash up a little bit here and get this fecal content out of my mouth. Ugh, I don't know what happened. Something I touched on. It smells like a dump. I'm trying to think about what did I do? Where were my hands? Let's look at the ovaries on these. Please. I guess a little bit of a tannish color there. What about this one? This is that one that made a white fruit. It's got bumps all over like crazy, but it doesn't fruit a whole bunch. Come on now, I'm trying to zoom in. This one would be a good one to try to breed with, because it always has some action. Really tiny flowers, and the fruit wasn't small. The flowers are so tiny you'd think they'd never would amount to anything, because it makes these little puny flowers that look like nothing. But it made a decent sized fruit. A good sized fruit, I'll tell you what. Let's see if we got any action. Yeah, look at these flowers, are like nothing. That may have set a fruit, you never know. They're just so puny. Can barely see them. They're everywhere. And then it always has some dieback. So you notice the branches always have like it died back there. It died back there. It died back there. It's always got that point of dieback. It died back there. Died back there. See, look, dieback. Died back here. Died back here. So you see how they're always, I don't get it. But that's what gave it that shape. It probably died back at the bottom. And then it came back, and then it died back there. You can see every time it wants to have a dead spot, dead heel there. A little dead chunk here. That's just the nature of this beast. Patricia. ESLQ. Probably gonna plant this out. They're so strong. I think they could take just any abuse that the Sabra takes, it'll take too. Oh, did I get jacked? Yes. I was trying to save some of this fruit for homeboy, but I'm gonna end up picking it right now. This is the what do you call it? Fatrantha, Sanford Fatrantha. Just go ahead and pick them before something steals them, because you can eat them a little early. They taste better when they're fully ripe, but I'm picking them early. Just go ahead and pick them early. They taste good like that. They're fine. It's got almost like a raspberry lemonade to it. It almost has like a raspberry lemonade to it. Is what I'm going to tell the kids when they ask me. Let's try one. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm reminding you of, everybody. Tell your friends. I mean, oh man, I dropped one. They're good. It's good. It's got a little bit of a flavor that is going to be different than a red. It's just a little different. Hard to describe. Let's see if I can talk about it. Well, the skin's definitely thicker, but that could be because I'm eating them early. You see how the white's not totally released from the skin? It means I'm eating them early. It's good. It's just good. I don't know how to describe it. It just tastes a little different than the red. Thick skin when you eat it early. It's got some kind of flavor I'm trying to place. I mean, it tastes like a jabuticaba, of course, and not much different than the red. But it's just good. Yeah, thanks, Clark. You're welcome. That one's got a different color seed coat. It makes you wonder, did this one get hybridized? See, you got some that's pink and then some that are not pink. Did these get cross-pollinated? I'm going to separate them and see. We'll find the frick out, won't we? Because the seed would be like a baby. If you had an egg or a baby, that's how you clean them off. Well, let me tell you, I taught you everything. That's how I learned how to clean my seeds with sand in the washer. You put them in your pocket with some sand. You could just take some dirt from the ground like this. Like that. Put it in your pocket with the seeds. Or you could use soil and you walk around all day with that. Get you some more. Get you some dirt. Put it in your pocket. Put it in your pocket. Then coat them seeds up. Get them real good. And then you rub them in. Just this looks a little disgusting, but I promise I'm not. He's like, what's he doing? Hold on 1 second. Am I playing pocket pool over here? Hold on 1 second. At the look at that. Tell me I didn't figure that out though before you did. That I mechanized the whole process. Oh, I dropped one. It's pink though. I should be able to see it. No, that was the hybrid, dude. I just dropped $1 million seed. Trying to show off. Now, this is always the fun challenge, is you drop a seed and you try to relocate it. I know you're here. You got a pinkish coloration to you. This is like a rescue operation. Where did that seed go? No, I dropped one. It was the one too. It was that one that was worth $1 million. That's what I always think about is you drop that seed, that was the one that was gonna be a hybrid something in our variegated. Where did it go? I dropped it. It's gone. I don't give up like that. No. This isn't happening, y'all. I don't know where it went. I see some skin from where I was eating them earlier. Oh, I see some feces. This is crazy, y'all. They took my seed from me. I was trying to show off, and I lost it. It's a $20 seed, bro. I'm not gonna be able to eat tonight. I found some ancient artifact. Where would it go? I was just standing right here. I always like to try to find them if I drop them. Maybe it'll come up one day. It'll be a big, strong tree just right here in the driveway. You know what I mean? Damn. I'm not going to give up no for an answer. I found this medallion. Yeah, looks like I lost it, y'all. I lost a seed, y'all. Wow. That's just going to go down like that, huh? Just on the ground somewhere. It was pink, man. I should be able to see it. I've done this before and I could find it. It just takes you a while. When you find it, it's awesome. It's a hostage rescue situation. Body recovery. Man, it was just standing right here. How far could it go? It's right here. All right. I guess I'm going to give up. I guess I'm going to give up. Yeah, I guess I'm going to give up, huh? Anyway. That's how you clean the seeds if you don't have a washing machine. I feel like, yeah, like that crackhead who's looking for that crumb, man. We're going to find it, man. It's out here somewhere, man. Where's that piece of fruit at? I dropped it right here. There's some crumbs right here. Hold up. I found some from earlier. I know it's out here. I feel like it went over in this way. It went over this way to the right, and it got lost in this mess. It's just right. Doesn't that suck when you got something right in front of you that you can't find? What do? You just got to start praying. I'm not giving up yet. I like to go for another 5 minutes. I was standing right here, and I dropped it, and it was a seed that could have rolled a little bit. It would have rolled. I think because I'm filming it, I can't find it. But if I was by myself, I've spent a long time before looking for the seed, and then you finally find it, and it's just awesome. Man, not today. They're hard to find once you drop them, and that one was pinked up. Anyway, let's see what we got left. It's a $1,000 seed I just dropped. Got one of my hairs in there. Dang, I dropped another one, but see, I recovered that one. So that's good practice, huh? Okay. Yeah, that thing's gone, Daddy, gone. The seed is gone. To find it now would be a 1 in a million chance that we need. The whole future depends on this seed. All right, okay. I give up. Watch this. Oh man, I got tadpoles. I didn't mean to do that. Bald eagle. Yeah, they do clean your seeds, I know. Let's see if we can rescue the tadpole. See, the seed coat on that one's a little different. Thanks, dog. Panning for gold. Got some nuggets here. Got hair all over it from my pocket. Anyway, I'm wondering if these will clean off and have a different color seed coat. Yep, that one got a different color seed coat. Could be working with something there. I'm going to separate them and mark them. These ones that have the different colored seed coat, you see that? Yeah, I know, Ed. At least I got the ones that have the different colored seed coat was really what I was worried about. Because I seen that they had that. Now, that could be because it was oxidized, maybe. The fruit had been... No, I don't think so. It's not because the fruit was oxidized. Pink. Tan, right? Sometimes maybe they just have different colored seeds. Dark pink. We'll see. All right, one more minute over here looking for that seed. Just one more minute. Oh, I found like feces straight up. Yeah, I just put my hand in some kind of feces, y'all, and I smelled it. Okay, I'm gonna go inside and wash my hands. Take care, y'all.